Well, hello there. How are we doing? Hi. Do we notice anything different? Maybe. Maybe. But hi, welcome back to brujabrew. I am your host, Maria Mars, or El Amor de Tu Vida. Welcome back, my loves. So, welcome to season 2. I'm excited. I have the season blueprint down. I just have to sit down and record when I'm not dying via work, internship, and school. So yes, that is what we're dealing with. So I know I promised you the episode a lot sooner, and now it is past January. Ignore the calendar back there that says January, because by the time you see this, it'll probably be March, because it's the last week of February at the time of recording this. But yes, I'm so excited. And I dressed up for y'all because y'all always see me being all musty and stuff, and now here I am, like, material girl. So to my viewers, girl, y'all saw how cute this outfit is. Hold up. Boom. And I have my combat boots, like, over there. But yes, so quick catch up. School. Yeah, I kind of gave you a preview. School, internship, work, love. Yes, it's, if I were to sit down here and catch y'all up with everything that has happened since the last episode, which was pretty much September of last year, we'll be here too long. But the rundown is, yo girl is busy again. And I think what has inspired me for today's episode is, well, the state I'm in. Not the literal state, like Texas. Yeehaw. But more like, holy crap, so many things are happening. Let me breathe. So, we'll call this breathe, girl. You're doing fine. So, as y'all remember from my first episodes, I dealt with depression, still deal with depression, but I had a very serious mental health occurrence, right? So, in the state of my mental health that I was in, like, back in 2019, even 2020, in the early stages, I was so bored with my life that I literally thought to myself, why am I still here? And hold up, before you're like, oh, you okay, bestie? I am fine. I am thriving. I really am. But let me tell you, so where I am right now is where I wanted to be years ago. So, what do I mean by that? Okay, you listening to me, bestie? So what I mean by that is, I was so bored that it wasn't even boredom. It was just, I was alive, but I wanted to live. I wouldn't say I have solid friendships. I was on my own, and I was just sad because I was not in limbo, but it felt like limbo, because I had survived an attempt, and then I was waiting for things to get better, but I was kind of just there. Like, things weren't getting better, things weren't getting worse, I was just existing. So, with that, I made some terrible, questionable decisions that still affect me to this day. And one of those things is finances, because my cute manic stages involved me opening up all these credit cards and loans and not paying anything back. And who is fixing their credit this year? I am. Am I doing better? Yes, I am. But it's one of these things where I'm so grateful where I am right now, because I'm able to pay off debt with a little debt, but like with settlement offers or stuff like that. You know what I'm able to do right now. When in 2019, one of the reasons for one of my many attempts was I'm never going to get out of this financial debt hole. And then my therapist at the time, she was like, just ask your parents to help you. And I'm like, I am a first generation American. Where do you think they're going to help me with if they need the money for themselves too? I didn't tell her that, but I was just like, they can't. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean? She did good in some areas. Some areas I was like, your privilege is showing. But I digress. So, financial, getting out of it, I'm educating myself financially. Like, for example, I watch YouTube. I'm subscribed to some YouTube channels. If I'm able to learn how to screenshot and put it on this video, I'll show y'all or link down below the finance channels I'm looking at. But the general consensus is educate yourself financially so you don't make mistakes, or help yourself how to get out of the rut of debt and its loopholes and hell. But also, the consensus of the videos I've been watching are literally, they make me laugh because I'm like, I don't want to hear it, but it's true. Stop trying to live above your means. Things add up very quickly. And disclaimer here would be, I'm not talking about like, don't ever treat yourself, because girl, treat yourself. Like, I am not gonna live without giving myself cute things, like getting my nails done. Although I did this myself, or like a Starbucks or a smoothie, you know. But to me, what living below my means would be canceling my personal trainer, because I cannot afford a personal trainer right now. And that's okay. I wanted to have a personal trainer because, you know, I have goals where I want to look cute and, like, you know, snatched. And, like, and honestly, the only reason I want to lose weight, it's because it's so hard to find cute things for girls size 14/12, sometimes 16. That's not a señora look. Like, girl, I am 24. I don't want to look like I'm in, I don't know, my first divorce. Like, let me have fun. Which is why I love Shein's clothing. Although ethically, you know, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. But Torrid's clothes is bullshit. Ugliest clothes ever. I could get those graphic tees in Walmart. And talking about Walmart, they are upping up their game. Have y'all noticed this? I have some office shoes from there. I think this blouse thing is from Walmart. Like, they're upping up their game. Ethically wise, again, I can't talk about that because in the world of capitalism, what is ethical? What is ethical? Because even if you live a vegan lifestyle or a vegetarian lifestyle, are you advocating for the farm workers, farm labor that's happening, that which they are underpaid for? So it's like, that doesn't mean don't care about anything. It just means you can't guilt trip people into living the life you want to live because you can afford it, but they can't. You know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't be hard to live. Like, I should be enjoying my existence regardless if I have the money or not. That being said, I do have to be responsible about my money because I'm in a place where I haven't moved out yet. I want to move out, but I literally cannot afford to move out. And that's also okay. It just means, girl, like, don't be spending money on Amazon hauls when that money could be going into my little savings. And again, there's a privileged standpoint from this because a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck and cannot afford to put things into savings. I completely get that. And at the end of the day, it comes down to increasing your income. And then that itself is hard because we're not being paid what we deserve. We're not. It's not. Like, it's not fair. It's not fair at all. And which is why, like, you go bring it back to academia, and it's like, you know what? You're going through that cycle of high school, bachelor's, and then when you get out with your bachelor's, they're like, actually, you need a master's now. So, girl, I'm overwhelming you with information, but I am overwhelmed because it's not easy for any of us. It's not. It's ridiculous. But I am rooting for you. I am rooting for me. We're going to make this happen. We are going to make this happen. And it's all good. But bringing it back. Things back in my, like, I guess lowest, I didn't think I would be in a place where I am now. Such as having a savings account. Like, that to me seemed impossible. I'm like, how am I going to have a savings account if my account's negative $400 right now? You know, how is it going to happen? I didn't think I was going to have solid friends again or a friend group. And after I'm done recording this, I'm going to go hang out with coworkers / friends and go get a nose piercing. We're doing things. Might you see me next time with a tattoo right here? Who knows? Focus. And let's see. And I didn't think I was going to find love. And when I became comfortable enough to kind of look for love or have love find me, I found my boyfriend. Or he found me. We argue about who found who. The point is, we have been together for like a year and some months now. Which is cute because I didn't think I was going to have this milestone again with like ever, you know? And it's like, and I'm working on myself too in the sense of I'm still going to therapy, taking my meds, and I'm dreaming big and feel capable that I can do this. And these things seem so simple, like, okay, bitch, so. But you don't understand when you are at the lowest space in your life, these things seem so impossible and so far away. And that really be what depression does to you. So what am I trying to get at, you know, with this rambling summary catch up? What's up? Well, what I'm trying to tell you is, babes, breathe. Let's breathe together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good job. That helps me relax because I'm kind of going really fast. But okay. So, relax. You're going to be fine. We will be okay. It seems like everything's ending around us. But you should... No, I'm going to say you should because I am not your mother. your therapist, psychiatrist, or best friend. I'm your homegirl. I'm kidding. Or maybe I am. But like, what I'm trying to say is it's hard for you to help around if you are not taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself. You cannot forget you, because you can live your life pleasing others, but when these people feel like, oh, you no longer serve me and are doing what I want you to do for me, sorry to break it to you, bestie, they will drop you. Drop you like the soggy food you find when you're washing dishes. They'll be like, ugh, like, ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. So, I'm working on not being a people pleaser, doing what I want to do, and choosing me. And that seems like such a radical thing, but it's only radical because I have lived my life trying to please everyone. And that got me in a rut, because when I messed up, people were like, forgetting completely what I did for them. And I know I always bring it back to this, but that was a turning point in my early 20s when I was like, crap, I really am on my own. And who's going to help me? Me. I have to help me. I have to choose me. Pick me. Love me. So, don't be afraid to choose yourself, because, babes, you need to, like, I don't even know how to break it down more. It's just, self-love isn't just about face masks and getting your nails done. It comes down to what you allow people to do to you and what you allow to happen. For example, self-love is respecting your own boundaries, honoring your own boundaries, and removing yourself, if possible, from the environment or people that do not respect you or give a fuck about you. That might be as simple as people start roasting you. And this comes to me too, because I'm very sensitive. I don't know the difference between roasting and bullying. Don't come for me. I will block you. But it's just like, if you have expressed, hey, I don't like when you play like that with me, and they continue, you literally walk away. You do not talk to them until you feel comfortable again, or something else. Like, and that seems like, that's so sensitive. Okay, but like, I bet they won't talk to you like that again. Okay? I bet they won't. Because they'll probably think twice about it and be like, dang, last time I did that, she didn't talk to me for a little bit. Or she seemed really upset. And because I care about her, I'm not going to do that again. And that only works with people actually care about you. If they don't care about you, they're not going to change. You move on. That's your answer. That is your verbal answer to that problem. If you have questions, they answer that with their actions. So, girl, I don't want to tell you, bestie. You know, people will treat you how you let them treat you. Treat you. People will treat you how you allow them to treat you. Yes. See, because, for example, I'm bringing it to my coworkers, because there's people who I see mostly every other day. They know that they're nice to me and don't play rough with me, like being like roasting and stuff, because they know I'm sensitive, so they just don't do that with me. And it's that simple. It's not like I can't talk to her. It's just like, oh, that's just not the humor. That's not her sense of humor, and it's whatever. I'm just gonna move on and like talk about something else. Like, we joke about mental illness. But hold on, before you cancel me, it's like, we're like, oh my god, I do the voices again? You hear that? And then we laugh because it's relatable. maybe I shouldn't share that. But like, it's funny to some. To some, it scares them. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, some of my coworkers, when I make that joke, they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Oh, you're the wrong coworker to joke about that with." Hey, coworker, who actually gets it. So again, not everyone's for you. Not everyone's gonna get you. And same thing with you. You're not gonna get some people. They're not gonna get you, and you're not gonna get them. So just move on. Like, maybe the theme here is move on. But what I do know is I'm gonna keep repeating this throughout this episode. Girl, breathe. You'll be fine. See, breathing again. I'm going too fast. Let's breathe together. Ready? I'm just so excited to like record with you guys again because I miss doing this. It's like a nice catch up. Like, hey bestie, how you doing? And I got new gear. You can probably see the ring light on like my glasses reflection. I got a microphone. So I'm genuinely doing this. I am committed to this. And you know, I sure hope you stick around to see all the cool things I have planned for this season. And if you're not already subscribed or following the podcast page, channel, wherever format you're listening to, go ahead and do it. I think you'll have fun. I would say my energy is very chaotic, bubbly, wholesome, well-intended, but chaotic. You know, it's a mixture of all of these things. And I think you'll have a good time. But back to the topic. I strongly believe we are not meant to suffer. We are meant to thrive. We are meant to experience the beautiful things that life has to offer. And although it doesn't seem like that right now due to the circumstances of our individual lives and the world, because I am living what I didn't think I would get to experience again, I know it's true when things will be fine. Like, it's gonna take a while sometimes. That's the part people don't like to hear. But you'll be fine. But with that being said, there are things you have to do. Like doing the thing. What do I mean by this? Literally that. You have to do the thing. Because if you are, for example, me, if you are not happy with the circumstances, for example, you're not happy. Give me an example, bestie. Like, financially wise, I was like, you know what? I feel very stuck. Let me go get a job. Even if it started with making smoothies at Thirsties in Galleria, worst job ever. Then it's like, okay, I'll start there just to like warm up myself again. And then guess what? I'm gonna work somewhere else additionally because I'm able to. And that again, that comes from it could come from a privileged standpoint. But I know a lot of people that have multiple jobs. Hell, I have coworkers at my current job that have 2 other jobs on top of the job they have right now. That doesn't mean kill yourself over the job. No. Because even then, like, I will request off days just to, like, have a mini vacation or relax. Because, yes, work hard for your money. But at the end of the day, you cannot forget that these jobs do not care about you. You will be replaced. Come late too many times, fired. And you can be like, oh, I'm sorry, like something happened. They'd be like, this is the policy. Sorry. Done. Gone. So like, you have to find the balance. I know that because I'm a full-time student right now, almost done with paralegal school. Hey. I know that I can't work full-time and be a full-time student and do my internship because there's not enough time. And that's okay. And again, I have the privilege where I'm living at home, so I don't have to worry about rent right now. Just about helping with technology and like insurance papers. Like, I'm basically a legal assistant at home. And then, like, you know, I'm helping around still, but it's just a matter of like, do what you can handle and do what's best for you, but find a balance. One video I watched by Maddie Avella recently was, it's not that you don't have enough time, it's that you're not making time to recharge yourself, to rest. So of course you're not gonna feel like you have enough time because you're tired and are not as motivated or have the energy, period, to do the task as best as you can or as fast as you want to. Because where is the energy if you have none? You're not recharging, so of course you're gonna be burned out, you know. And again, not everyone can do it, but I think if you're able to, you should take advantage of resting or even meditating for like 15 minutes. I don't meditate, so I'm gonna tell you I don't do it. But like, I do take my naps because that's easy for me to do and I enjoy them. So, breathe, relax. You got this. This feels good. How are you doing? You doing good? You're treating yourself right? I hope you are. Because it's not easy, but it's definitely a very rewarding experience. So girl, just breathe. Like, you'll be okay. And I think what kind of keeps me like, oh no, I got this, I'll be okay, is because I be doing things to like entertain myself. For example, like I do feel like I'm very spiritual. You know, I have my crystals over there and my money bowl over there, and I might make a video on the money bowl thing. I recorded it, but I haven't posted it. But like the spiritual thing, I guess it sounds bad to say entertains me, but like it keeps me like in a hammock where I'm just swinging. But like comfortable swing, you know? Because my beliefs are really not funny. I keep saying funny for everything. But I watch non-denominational churches on YouTube, and then I like tag that along with like my crystals and candles and intentions and manifestation. So that keeps me level-headed along with journaling because it gives me something to believe in, you know? And I am very much the girl who would be overwhelmed and watch motivational quote YouTube workout videos, but to apply it to her life to like keep going. So that's kind of how I take things, like what I observe and watch. Like, I love quotes, I love podcasts like the Jay Shetty podcast. Like, there's just so many things around. Like, I want to grow, be better, feel good right here, and keep it going. And you know, maybe that'll be a slogan, keep it going. But you kind of have to find what works best for you, but don't lose hope. Because if anything, what has kept me going to this day is hope that it will get better. Hope that I will see the other side of where I am right now. Hope that it will all be okay if I keep going. And, you know, time and time, that has been exactly what has happened. Like, I go through rough patches, but I pray about it. I meditate about it. I journal about it. I overshare to my coworkers, hey, I work about it. And, I overshare. I have a podcast, for goodness sake. So, to me, it's funny now, but, you're fine. You'll be okay. And I think because this episode happens to be the first of the year, I think this is a good point in the podcast for you to set your intentions for the rest of the year. Ironically, this episode is not coming out in January. So I think that's very telling to how chaotic I can be, or how life can be realistically, Okay, you didn't accomplish your resolution by the end of January. Okay, you're restarting again. Okay, you're waiting for the next month. Okay, but you can restart at any time. I like to start at the beginning of the month, and I'm like, oh no, I'll do it here, or in the middle of the month. But no, you start whenever and the next day, the next hour, the next 10 minutes could be your reset time. It'd be like, oh, you know what? I'm not feeling where I was for today, but let me breathe for 5 minutes. Start all over again. And then, guess what? You are in control of how the rest of that day, month, week, day goes, because it's your life. It's your life. You don't have to wait for a new month, new week. You can start to improve your life and start to do what you want to do randomly whenever you feel like it, because it's your life. Who says you should be waiting for things? And I guess making it back about me, because I love to talk about myself. Hey, I wanted a piercing, so today I will go get a piercing. 1. 2, since my middle school days, I wanted a tattoo. And guess what? When I got the money saved up, I reached out to a tattoo artist, and I was like, I kind of want this, but I like your style, so what can we do about it? Long story short, I have an appointment for next weekend. You'll probably see that on my personal YouTube channel. Probably link it down, depending when I post it. But your 20s are a really interesting time, because I feel like you're starting to live your teenage years all over again, but with responsibilities and money of your own. So kind of have fun. I already went through my pink hair phase. Now I'm trying to grow out my hair, so I'm leaving it alone. Might cut the ends soon. But girl, there's so much out there that the world is yours. And when people would tell me that, I'd be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't know what I'm going through. But it's because I know what I've gone through. When you take control of things, when you literally be like this, and then be like, what the fuck am I doing? I want to change. You've done so much, because it took me so long to get to that position where I was I guess I can improve my life. Or no, I want to improve my life. I want to change my life. So just getting there, acknowledging that you want to change is such a big deal. And you should be proud of yourself, because it's you wanting to change, wanting to improve. Now work with that energy, and you got it, babes. Reach out to others close to you. And if you don't have people, I didn't have people for a while, YouTube is kind of a nice resource to look for help. With how others, for example, that sounds weird, but hear me out. I would be inspired hearing other people live. Like, different people from different perspectives. Like, I guess which is why, like, I really enjoyed podcasts, is that you get to hear a different perspective from everyone, different parts of life, paths of life, and how they too went through something, but they made it so you can make it too, you know? So I think that's what inspired me and kept me going up, like, you know what? I too want to share my story one day. Hence, starting the podcast. Hey, you can see that on the first episodes of this channel. But, you know, girl, breathe. Like, breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And with that, I will end this episode. But I have a nice surprise. I want to start in every episode doing a tarot reading, since I do tarot now, guys. What's that? I want to do a tarot reading for you guys, and I'm going to go pick out my deck. Give me a second. Ding! So this was my first, well, it's not even my first deck, because I've had more decks before, but it's one I had for a while. So today's reading will be a March reading, because by the time you get this, it'll be March. But the question I would be asking would be, will we be good? Will we be good in March? Or what challenges will happen in March? You know, like, you know, and even then, like, I'll just do a general reading about, like, maybe what you should focus on, or what's gonna be thrown your way soon by the time this is released. And yeah, let's have fun with it. So, you know, the funny thing is, I've been studying the tarot cards for a minute now, because I'm like, oh, I want to, like, improve. And I do tarot readings on my personal Instagram at Mars. And, you know, it's a nice little cute hobby. And yeah, I'm telling you, the spiritual thing went real nice. Like, it's kept me in a nice place, because it gives me things to, like, I don't know, look forward to, strive for, hope for, believe the mystery of life, the magic of life, the different realms, the different possibilities, endless possibilities. And then I strongly believe too that it comes down to you being magical with your life, because you are magic. So that's kind of why I do it. You know, it's like, to me, it's such a fulfilling thing. And it's something that, like, I naturally grow to. The translation for that is algo que me nace, but I don't know how to translate that properly in English. I really don't. The way I actually, like, shuffle is I throw everything on the table and just shuffle like crazy. But I didn't feel like doing that. I want to look cool. And this is to show you guys, you can start this too. Like, have fun with it. Like, I'm not harsh on myself when no things I try, because have fun. Like, there are rules to things, but, like, don't shy yourself away from no opportunity just because you're afraid of sucking the first time, the second time, the third time. For goodness sakes, I'm in college for the third time. I've also been looking at, like, tarot readers on YouTube. I have my favorite one is Jalissa on Instagram. Love her. Love her, love her, love her, love her, love her. Nine of Swords. Ooh. Here you go. Page of Wands. This is a tough one. Death. Okay, besties. So, the general reading comes to this. With our death card, yes, people think death is about literal death. It's very rare when that is the case. But death is about reconstruction. Rebirth. Rebirth is the right word. Rebirth. So, March, I feel like you're going to come along where you are and say, you know what? Maybe this isn't working for me. Let me switch it up a bit. Let me gather my resources and see what the alternative can be. What can work best for me? What serves me? What is my... It could be as deep as what is my purpose. And it could be as simple as, girl, that sleep routine isn't doing it for me. Maybe I do need to sleep earlier. Or maybe I need to wake up later so I can rest. Or maybe I need to start drinking green tea matcha lattes to stay up. But it's about an ending of a cycle and seeing where you want to take this next cycle to. Because again, you are the creator of your path, your future. What do you want this new future to look like? The Page of Wands, show y'all again, represents childlike optimism. So March is going to be a pretty good month, full of optimism. You're going to see new opportunities in the horizon for you. And you're going to be like, you know what it also is? You're going to start doing your taxes. And that money's going to make you smile. We're going to be optimistic about certain things. Like, you know what? Maybe I can pay that one off. Or maybe I could treat myself to a nice thing I've been wanting for a while. So, being able to be kind to yourself and being optimistic and give in life being not easy, but more, more able to handle it. Like you'll be able to see with an optimistic eye more of the good things than allow the bad things to like ruin the day for you. Ruin the week, ruin the month, ruin the year. So, don't be afraid to have a childlike optimism because, babes, it doesn't have to be that serious always. And you'll find life to be more fulfilling when you're not already rooting for the day to be bad when you wake up. The next card we have is the Nine of Swords. So, this card is about decision making filled with anxiety. What does that mean? That means we want to have a nice month, a nice week, a nice day, but make sure the decisions you're making aren't based on fear or anxiety. Because sometimes, more than likely, you have a chance to decide what's best for you or for the outcome of the situation you want, as opposed to being pressured to decide something, being forced to decide something. Because you have to remember, you are the focus of your life. Yes, there are other things, other people, but don't do things that you don't want to do to save something, to make someone else happy. Because like I mentioned earlier in this episode, if they want to leave, they can leave whenever they feel like it, even if you do XYZ. So make sure you make decisions that will benefit you and consider you, because you are at the forefront of your life. Yes. So, I hope y'all liked this small tarot reading I have at the end of the episode. I'll try to incorporate that in the following episodes. And yeah, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your week, wherever you're listening to this from. And see you on the other side. If you want to catch up with other episodes, you're more than welcome to. Boom. And if you want to see what I'm up to on the daily, instead of waiting every other month or month before I post, which I'm trying to work on, feel free to follow me on my personal Instagram at diosa_Mars. And yes, have a good one. Love y'all. See y'all. Don't forget you are that bitch. Don't forget you are that king, queen, they, them, royalty. So act like it. Act like it. Act like it. Hey. Act like it. Okay, see y'all on the next one. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it. Bye.